There are many tech trees in War Thunder that just sometimes are unavoidable, no matter what you do, and Germany is definitely not one of them. Why is this relevant? Well, it's not. But today you will learn all about the German air tree, and it will be cool. Maybe. So yeah, it's finally time to do the German guide after a month since I did the Russian one. And oh boy, you are not in for a treat. But strap in and get ready since Germany is interesting to say the least. First up, like always, we'll learn about the ranks in the tech tree. Germany, so far, has the most unique rank 1 with biplanes, bombers, strikes, and even the first BF-109 at rank 1. Of course, the rank 1 BF-109s don't get the crazy good guns, but hey, pretty cool. This is also where we see the most amount of Heinkel planes, because in Germany, uh, in real life, didn't like Heinkel, I guess. Like, seriously, if you scroll through the entire German tech tree, you'll only see them in rank 1, ignoring the single rank 2 fighter and 2 bombers in rank 2. But rank 1 overall is pretty decent for rank 1, you know. But, personally, I wouldn't really spend too much time in it, grind, and I would grind as fast as possible, not caring for any other planes, as rank 2, 3, and 4 are way better than rank 1. Speaking of which, rank 2. Rank 2 is just great, no complaints. You get BF-109s at a low BR with some good guns, as well as the FW-190, even if it's just a single Focke-Wulf. It's still great. It's mad fun flying rank to Germany with a full squad in both arcade and realistic, which is something I've not experienced in most nations. Rank 2 is only really special in that's where the first BF-109s with actual guns are, the first FW-190, and you can't forget the Stuka, even if it's not the one with the crazy siren. German rank 3 is almost the same as rank 2, but you get less planes that are, technically better, but they decrease the amount of the bomb bars, which makes me happy since I don't like bomb bars. Rank 3 specialty is the fact that you have good airframes with maybe one or two good guns at a BR between 4.0 and 5.0, which is really good. My personal recommendation is to try the BF-109s and FW-190. I had a really fun time grinding to rank 3 without a premium using the FW-190 D9, as it is really good and fun. Maybe not as good as the other rank 3s, but I really enjoyed flying that thing. Not to rank 4. Rank 4 is really, and I mean really fantastic, as you get good fighters with even more crazy guns, and for some reason the ME-262. Why is that jet in rank 4? I have no idea. Just keep in mind that the ME-262 is a strike aircraft with a 50mm gun and low ammo count. But according to Devin, whenever he made his last video about that plane, it's quite fun. But actually, talking about rank 4, the BF-109s get more guns, so I recommend them as they are quite silly and make me very frustrated whenever I fight them. Same can't be said for the FW-190s, but that doesn't mean they're bad. They're alright. At a quick glance, we do see that the FW-190s do have more guns with higher caliber than the BF-109s, but that doesn't really make the FW-190 better, as the BF-109 is just goated. I have no source besides my own experience, it's just I adapt to BF-109s a lot more than FW-190s in every BR that I see them.
No way, a Heinkel in rank 5 FG Ragog Forger about earlier, sick.
Rank 5 is the last rank that Germany cooked. Here we see the epic ME-262 fighter variant, not the strike variant. The ME-163 is also quite silly, as it is a boy kisser with low fuel. Then there's the Russian MiG-15. Smiley face. Now to the planes I haven't unlocked myself. The Hu 229, aka Boomerang, the ME-262A1A, basically identical to the other ME-262s, and there's also those weird bombers. But for rank 6, it really isn't Germany anymore. Due to real life events, aka the split of Germany after World War II, they really don't get any native aircraft from Germany in War Thunder from now until rank 8. So Germany just gets American Sabres, Russian MiGs, and the Sigma Boy jet and the MiG-23BN, which is actually quite silly and fun. We are ignoring the F-84F. Here, just like Russia, I recommend the MiG-19 as it is a good fighter. The Sabres are also decent as they are Sabres, but I wouldn't play them too much myself. The Alpha Jet and MiG-23BN are also planes that are decent or good, but for me, I just don't want to grind another line to get two planes that I care for a little bit when Japan gets the Alpha Jet and it's better too. And the MiG-23BN is special, yes, but I'd rather play the 11.7 ones that you see in Russia and even Germany. Speaking of 11.7 MiG-23 in Germany, hopping over to rank 7, it's also Russian American jets again. The F4 and F104 are the American jets, while the Russian ones are the MiG-21, MiG-23, and the Su-22. Well, both of them. You should already know this since you surely watched the two existing guides already, right? Right? For this rank, the MiGs do their job in having fun and grinding some RP. The F104 and F4 aren't terrible, but in my opinion, they're definitely not as good as the MiGs. Unless you're bombing, then the American jets are better at that. And yes, I did just call the F104G and the F4F better bombers than the MiG-23 MLA and both Su-22s. Cry a river for me, please. Then it's finally to rank 8, the most golden rank 8 for its small size. To list off the planes from worst to best, you get the Tornado IDS, MiG-29A, MiG-29G, FRF Ice, and the Eurofighter. The Tornado is almost the same as the premium variant or the other Tech Trees fighter variants of the Tornado, but the Asta 1 gets guided munitions, which, to be fair, is useless for a typical ARB match. But if you're like me and you watch the hit YouTuber Donut with Mustache, you would know that he likes taking guided bombs or rockets or whatever it may be and shooting them at people who are landing or airfield camping, as it is a lot safer and funnier than to get close and personal with your guns or AAMs. Tornado is one of these planes he does this with. You should try it too. The MiG-29A is the first MiG-29 added to Germany about 2 updates after the Russian one, I believe. And at the time, it was very awesome. It was the MiG-29 before Sons of Attila, so it ruined everyone else's life. Also being ever so slightly better than the Russian MiG due to being skinnier and slightly more maneuverable, which honestly never really mattered, but hey, less fuel and better looking humpback is pretty cool. Then there's the MiG-29G. This used to be a beast and considered by some to be better than the F-16C after the 29G's launch, but that dream was short-lived as the very next update, they brought in the F-15 Su-27 and Gripen, along with others, to the game around the same BR as the MiG-29G, so it definitely didn't shine for long. Recently, it has been getting better, especially since Gaijin finally fixed thrust vectoring missiles, so they don't randomly spin out while flying to a target. This means that the main weapon of the MiG-29 is actually good now, as it can outrange the 9L successfully, while turning better and having ISDCM. Of course, the 9M still exists, which is better in every way besides turning, but hey, a German buff, even indirect, is a German buff. The F4F Ice used to be the top dog of Germany since it was technically better than MiG-29 for ARB, at the time, but it was 13.3, which was really unfair for the ICE. So eventually it got moved down to 13.0, which is the same BR as the MiG-29G, by the way. So the superior plane for ARB is the same BR as the worst plane for ARB, but I guess the MiG-29G is better for customs if you're trying to fight. So yeah, this buff to its BR has helped it become a bully for lower BRs. If you have the ice, I recommend you wait until the pack sales go live, as then people will buy planes like the FRS, F20 and more, which are easy kills for anyone at or slightly above the premium hell BR bracket. But let's not forget the main reason people play Germany now, the Eurofighter. This is one of few planes that Germany played a hand in creating, the other one being the Tornado. This program was a huge success and made one of the best Euro canards ever. Like, ever. Period. In game, it's pretty good too, but I think the Rafale is better due to France being French, aka the missiles. It's just the missiles, really, for me. Now to a point I kind of wanted to discuss, which I haven't done before. The German planes are very unique and pretty cool through almost every rank. So, if you want a special experience, Germany might be your answer, because you get BF-109s, FW-190s spread across everywhere in the lower to mid ranks, and they only really get better as you go down the tech tree, making really memorable experiences. Despite me not remembering most of my games grinding with texture planes in Germany, I still enjoyed it thoroughly more than playing any other props like in Britain, Japan, US, and so on, which is kind of surprising to me. When you get to Jets, you just pretend that you're playing the US and Russia at the same time, but slightly worse than the actual tech trees of the US and Russia, since they are export variants. And when you finally get to rank 8, after crawling your way through rank 6 and 7, you get hit in the face with a fantastic 4.5 gen that everyone wanted in the game for Germany. For a long time, might I add. Plus, Germany has lots of bombers that aren't to laugh at since they can actually do their job, even if no one plays them, which I don't judge because German fighters are leagues better. Oh boy, then it's to the premiums. The premiums of Germany. Let's start from the top and go down. The first noble premiums are the Do 335 B2 and the Junker 287C. What do I mean 288C? These are rank 4, sure, but they are still fantastic planes that are a bit overused, in my opinion. Uh, and it will ruin 6-0 for anyone else besides the Junker 288 players. There's also the Swiss FFA P16, which really should have been in the tech tree instead of a premium, but now it's just useless in rank 6 and you have to pay to get it, which is really annoying. In rank 7, we're disappointed again, where we find the premium Tornado it's not terrible, but even at 50% off, I wouldn't get it. Same can be said for the Su-22, which is worse in my opinion. So even at 50% off, I wouldn't get this thing. Instead, you should get the Laser, the MiG-21 BIS. If you really want to grind Germany, as it's an actual fighter which can also bomb without sacrificing too much if you really have to bomb. Of course, the Tornado is also decent at helping the team win the game with 2 9Ls that are very lethal rare aspect against hot targets, but almost useless in front or side aspects. So don't use them in head-ons or from the side. Use them rare aspect if you have to use 9Ls. Su-22 is just bad. Don't get it ever. Just if you want a Su-22, just play the tech tree variants. Like that's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you don't play it at all. I'm gonna be honest when I say that I doubt Germany is getting any new premiums for a while, since the Tornado was added a while ago, sure, but the Su-22 is very new, and now Germany has 3 air premiums, which is more than enough. Looking at you, USA. Then there's the squadron vehicles. There's the ME262 A1A U1, which I haven't unlocked myself or seen much content on, but it just seems like a very good ME262 since it gets lots of guns, more than the one in the tech tree, while being the same BR as the ones in the tech tree. But the spotlight of squadron vehicles in general is the Swiss Hunter. This plane is 9.7 with flares and M9Js with a German name. Its flight performance is also nothing to scoff at since it is a decent fighter, uh, but I haven't unlocked it yet either. But trust me, it's a great plane. You might wonder why Germany is such a weird nation with its planes and how they're busted in rank 2 to 5, maybe even rank 1, but they randomly fall off from rank 6 and 7 until rank 8. Well, it's due to real life history, basically. In rank 1, it's just early German planes that are made as quick and early as possible to use in the First World War. Like basically every nation with both tanks and airplanes. Or they were also used in the early interwar period. It's when the terrible, horrible, ungreat, and overall bad person named Adolf Hitler got into power that he wanted Germany to militarize, going against the Treaty of Versailles, and therefore he needed good aircraft, which we find in rank 2 to 5. But when he fortunately lost the war, America and the USSR took over Germany for a while before West Germany became pretty much independent, while East Germany was a puppet of the Soviet Union. West Germany imported American jets, while East Germany imported Soviet jets. Of course, since they're imports, they're not going to be as good as the actual plane in the original tech trees or original countries. For example, the FRF being a worse Phantom and the MiG-23 MLA being slightly worse than the MiG-23 MLD in-game. Eventually, thanks to Gorbachev, East Germany was able to be independent and decided to join West Germany. And this was very historic, and you should definitely learn more about after finishing this video. Since Germany was now a full, complete independent nation, they eventually decided to make the Tornado and Eurofighter, both of which were made with the UK, Italy, and Germany, which is why they just suddenly have a good fighter after all the Cold War era planes that were bad. The reunification of East and West Germany is also a reason why the MiG 29G exists. Since East Germany had MiG 29s, and NATO decided to take said MiG 29s and upgrade them with NATO technology, which said NATO technology didn't really improve all that much, but it's still slightly better than the Russian MiG 29 in game. Well, with the history lesson done, it's time to finish the video. If there's anyone who could tell me anything I missed, I'll make a pin comment, which I'll edit every now and then, saying whatever I missed that you tell me, since I'm by no means a genius, and my source for this video was my brain. I might have missed a little bit or a lot. Maybe I spread some misinformation. I don't know, you tell me. But I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, and go out there, don't cope on Reddit saying Germany suffers, and show the other nations what happens when they mess with your Wonder Waffle. I do not and will never apologize for anything that you see or hear in this video.